In today's video we will discuss the top 10 unforgettable upsets in sports history. Please make sure you subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. New episodes are released Monday through Friday. Number 10. Boise State defeated Oklahoma Sooners, 2007 Fiesta Bowl. This game could legitimately be described as one of the most exciting in college football history. Known more for their blue home field than actual football prowess, the Boise State Broncos were 7.5-point underdogs to the legendary Oklahoma Sooners heading into the 2007 Fiesta Bowl. Somehow, however, Boise State was able to rack up an 11-point lead at the half. That success was fleeting as Oklahoma stormed back to take a touchdown lead of their own. Undeterred, Boise State answered and tied the game. Then, Oklahoma followed right back with another touchdown and went back up. Again the Broncos answered once more, scoring yet again, and adding a chance to tie the game. However, what followed went down in Ncaa football history. Boise State coach Chris Peterson called the rarely seen Statue of Liberty play to fake out the powerhouse from Oklahoma and win the game in unique fashion. Insane stuff. Number 9. Umbc defeated University of Virginia, first round of 2018 Ncaa tournament. Like the Denver Broncos back in 1994, the UMBC Retrievers made history in men's basketball, but this time in the Ncaa tournament. The University of Virginia was seeded first overall in the Ncaa tournament. They were the number 1 seed in the South Regional and met number 16 seed UMBC in the opening round. UMBC made history by defeating UVA by a lopsided score of 74-54. It wasn't all that close. It was also their first ever Ncaa tournament win. They became the first number 16 seed to defeat a number 1 seed in the men's Ncaa tournament. Number 8. George Mason makes 2006 Ncaa Final Four. The lesser-known George Mason University in Fairfax, Virginia, isn't discussed as an Ncaa basketball powerhouse. But that was indeed the case in 2006 when they somehow made not only the Ncaa tournament, but also the Final Four. To get there, they somehow toppled number 5 Michigan State, number 3 North Carolina, number 7 Wichita State, and number 1 UConn in one of the most stunning runs in Ncaa sporting, not just basketball, history. They would lose to eventual national champ Florida, but that doesn't take away from this historic upset. Number 7. George Foreman defeated Michael Moorer, 1994. George Mason's aforementioned Final Four run was an unreal run, but George Foreman's improbably heavyweight title run was an all-time upset by a George of a different kind. Still competing at 45 years old, Foreman had lost his previous bout to Tommy Morrison, and was in no position to receive a title shot. He did due to his lengthy resume and name recognition, however, facing Michael Moorer on November 5, 1994. 19 years the junior to his opponent, Moorer outboxed Foreman for 9 rounds. However, Foreman came alive to land a perfect right on Moorer's chin. A knockout win followed, and Foreman set some insane records in the process. He became the oldest fighter to win the heavyweight title, and set a new record for the longest time in between title runs. Number 6. Buster Douglas knocks out Iron Mike Tyson, 1990. There's no denying that Andy Ruiz Jr.'s knockout of Anthony Joshua was a shocking spectacle to say the least. However, there's just not another boxing upset that could top this one. Mike Tyson met Buster Douglas in Tokyo on February 11, 1990. Iron Mike was unbeaten and as feared a boxer as there ever was. He had dominated the heavyweight division for 3 years prior. His fight with Douglas was largely thought of as a mere setup fight for a showdown with the also undefeated Evander Holyfield. So no one gave 42-1 dog Douglas much of a chance. How could they have, really? Douglas controlled the action from the outset, peppering Tyson with endless jabs. The strikes took their toll and Tyson's eye began to sell shut, something his corner was not prepared for. Tyson knocked Douglas down in the 8th round, but Douglas came back. He landed a ton of damage in the 9th round and Tyson was in trouble heading into the 10th. A monster uppercut rocked Tyson, and a 4-punch combo sealed the deal for the biggest upset in boxing history. Number 5. United States defeated Russia, 1980 Winter Olympics hockey semifinals. This is another good upset in sports history. The Russian team was heavily favored to win the gold heading into the 1980 Winter Olympics from Lake Placid, New York, and for good reason. The Russians won 5 of the 6 previous Olympic gold medals in ice hockey. They met up with the much less experienced U.S. team in the semi-finals. What happened there was sports history in the fullest sense. The Americans, facing a 3-2 deficit heading into the final period, put 2 goals on the board to emerge with the miraculous 4-3 victory. The win became known as the iconic Miracle on Ice, and will almost certainly be the biggest sports upset of all time for the rest of time. Number 4. Leicester City wins Premier League, 2016. Leicester's Premier League win in 2016 might go down as one of the biggest feel-good stories in all of sports and definitely in soccer. The team was 5,000-1 to win before the 2015-2016 year. Those unreal odds didn't mean a thing when they took home the title on May 2, 2016, however. Riyad Mahrez was named the PFA Players' Play of the Year. He became the first African player to win that coveted honor. Striker Jamie Vardy also set the Premier League's record for most goals scored in back-to-back games, sending Leicester City to their first UEFA Champions League play in 2016-2017. Number 3. Arizona Diamondbacks defeated New York Yankees, 2001 World Series. Like the aforementioned 1969 Mets, the Diamondbacks were an expansion team looking to win the World Series only a few years into their existence. They accomplished the task in half the time it took the legendary Miracle Mets. And they beat the New York Yankees to do it. But not without a lot of drama, as New York had them down 2-1 in Game 7 of the series. Legendary reliever Mariano Rivera was on the mound, and it appeared bad. But Luis Gonzalez hit a fateful shot up the middle to steal the World Series, giving them a title only 4 years after they debuted in MLB. Number 2. New York Giants defeated New England Patriots, Super Bowl 42 in 2008. The 2007 version of the New England Patriots was the most dominant regular season team in NFL history. They destroyed every team on their way to a perfect 16-0 mark, with Tom Brady setting the NFL record for most touchdown passes in a single regular season. The Patriots went into Super Bowl 42 as monstrous 12-point favorites over the opposing New York Giants. True, it took a lucky catch from wideout David Tyree where he held the ball against his helmet and a last-minute touchdown pass from Eli Manning to Plaxico Burress, but they shocked the entire world. Their defensive pressure of Brady was also an unsung reason why they could hold New England to only 14 total points. And like that, the Pats' shot at perfection was sent down the drain. Number 1. Texas Western defeated Kentucky, 1966 NCAA Tournament Finals. Texas Western's 1966 NCAA championship victory changed the face of college basketball forever. Coach Don Haskins' Miners were the first team with an all-black starting 5 to win an NCAA tournament. Perhaps more importantly, they topped the longtime powerhouse Kentucky Wildcats in a legendary final 72-65 from College Park that spring. Kentucky was a team that had been all white up until 1969. The huge upset opened a path for African American athletes in collegiate sports, and was remembered in both the book and film Glory Road. Texas Western is now UTEP University. I hope you enjoyed our top 10 unforgettable upsets in sports history. Please leave a comment below for any upset you think we missed or you think should have been placed on the list. Don't forget to subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. And new episodes come out every Monday through Friday.